Live from somewhere or wherever we don't really care. It's the Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023. You can't hear the applause. You can't hear the applause. I can... It's fine. We fixed it. We did... Thank you! Thank you. Right then. Welcome to this year's annual Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023. Not quite sponsored, but close enough by Offkai Expo. Tonight, we will be judging 16 of the skrunkliest skrunklies to discover who will be crowned the skrunkest. We have had many entries, some of them good, some of them good. It was mainly good. They're all skrunklies. I'm not quite sure what you want me to say. But the point is, only one can walk away. Only one can roll away the winner tonight. Right then, why don't we have a look at... The names aren't gonna mean anything. Why don't we just meet the first funny boy? Okay? We have got some questions. We've asked them some questions. We're gonna have a good time. Or else. And you, the audience at home. Yep, that's you. Please let me finish my sentence. The audience at home will be deciding which Skrunkly will progress through the round. Oh dear. It's okay, we're fine. Oh no. Right then, why don't we meet our first Skrunkle? Right, here we are. Here he comes. Skrunky number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Dino Skrunkly. Right then, good evening, small thing. Oh, that is excellent. Oh, we are having a good evening tonight, aren't we? How are you? How have you been recently? He really does speak for the people. That's incredible. Thank you. That's gorgeous. Right then, our first question for you. It was here the whole time. Don't worry about it. Dino Skrunkly, what did you do today? And let's see. Your answer is, quote, if I could, quote, there we go. The Skrunklies can't talk, so they had to write their answers down. Here we go. What did you do today? He says, quote, was interviewed for a Skrunkly beauty pageant. Honesty is the best policy. He's so right. He's so right. And then, the contender in your bracket you will be going up against. Behold, here comes the boy. From the other side of the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, elegant Skrunkly. Oh, that is just gorgeous. That is just beautiful. How are you doing tonight, sir? That is wonderful to hear. I am loving that for you. Right then, our question for you. What, elegant Skrunkly, did you do today? And he says, quote, I went to a dinner party. That is wonderful. I wish I was at a dinner party right now, but instead I'm somewhere better, which is the Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023. Years aren't real. It's fine. Right then, how we are going to go about things is the audience at home will be deciding betwixt these two incredibly skrunkly skrunklies to decide who gets to go on to the next round. Let me show you the funny leaderboard. Here we go. Look at that. Here you can see the names of all of our contenders. If you see the name of your Skrunkly up there tonight, good for you. We're proud of you. I'm sure. Have a nice evening with that. Have a good time. It's great. You love to see it. Right then. Let's see. Let's see. Let the voting commence. Which Skrunkly do you want to see go on to the next round? Is it the top hat wearing elegant Skrunkly? Or the little guy, Dino Skrunkly? Vote now on your phones. Of the cellular devices are available. Remember, you decide who goes to Offkai, so be careful. So I was muted and it didn't even matter. Right then. Darling Skrunkly, I don't think you would have made that mistake. How would you have handled that severe technical issue that could not have been prevented? Thank you. We will take your considerations on board for next time, because good God, there is going to be a next time. Right then. Darling Skrunkly, your question is, what did you do today? And your answer, as written down here, quote, self-care and napping. Arguably, if I'd done self-care, that mic issue wouldn't have happened. I'm fine. Oh, that is excellent. You know, I do like your little head thing. Maybe I wouldn't have turned out like this if I'd had a little head thing. I'm fine. It's okay. It's Skrunkly. And that's all it really needs to be. And on the other side of the stage, of this bracket, Vacation Skrunkly. Oh, look at you. You know, one thing I admire about you, Vacation Skrunkly. That hat. Can I have it? Perfectly understandable, and I respect your opinion. Right then, Vacation Skrunkly. What did you do today? Remember, this is going to influence the vote. Vacation Skrunkly says, quote, I went sunbathing, but I overslept. Now my left side is bright red. Ah, wow. He's really just like us. Celebrities are people too. Oh, that is gorgeous. Thank you, Vacation Skrunkly. Well then, who do you think you will be voting for, ladies and gentlemen? It's an important question. We are set. I am set. I should have asked someone to do this. I should have asked someone to do this. Darling Skrunkly. Or Vacation Skrunkly. This might be a close competition. They're both incredibly skrunkly. This is true. We have only chosen the best of the best for this competition. Well then, shall we begin? The vote. Which Skrunkly do you think skrunkles more? It's an important question, please. Remember, all Skrunklies are skrunkly in their own way. But there can only be one winner. And I keep forgetting to unmute myself, but it's fine. Right then. Before we continue on to the next round, I would just like to have a word with my co-host tonight. This Skrunkly, how are you feeling? That's so true, bestie. Right then, why don't we go on to the next leg of the competition, or rather, the next... So they don't have legs, and that's okay. Yeah, we are running a professional something or other. Don't worry about it. At this beauty pageant tonight. Oh boy, we are having a good time. Right then, shall we meet our next contestant? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunny Splash Skrunkly. Now, Sunny Splash Skrunkly, one thing I really admire about you is that you look like Gucci. You look expensive. How does that feel? Damn, that's really given me a new perspective on life. I would not have thought of that. Thank you so much for your input. Right then, your question tonight. Sunny Splash Skrunkly, what did you do today? Let's see, what was your answer? Sunny Splash Skrunkly says, quote, I went out painting and stuff. It was very fun. Smiley emoticon. He didn't write an emoji. He wrote the emoticon. This Skrunkly has class. That is gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I love that for you. Right then. And on the other side of the bracket, it's another beautifully sunny and summery Skrunkly. Please give it up for Ready for Summer Skrunkly. You are looking fresh, funky, and free tonight. Ready for Summer Skrunkly. Tell me, how does it feel to slay? Don't worry about it. He's just slaying that much. See, he agrees. Right then. Ready for Summer Skrunkly. Your question is as follows. The same question we've been giving everybody so far. What did you do today? And Ready for Summer Skrunkly says, quote, I went for a little swim on the beach, saw a lot of fishies. That's with 2 exclamation marks. He's so enthusiastic. Thank you so much, Ready for Summer Skrunkly. You can really tell when the participants have that passion that really comes through. It's really important when you are trying to become the most Skrunkly. It's one of the 15 tenets of Skrunkliness, but we all know what those are. So they do not bear repeating tonight. Right then. Ready for Summer I can spell. Skrunkly versus Sunny Splash Skrunkly. I'm not going to do them the disservice of misspelling their names. I say, it's okay, because I asked AutoCheck. I asked my automatic spelling whatever thing that I called that I can't remember the name of. Skrunkly is a word now. Put it in the dictionary. And the computer said, yeah. Oh, that is excellent. Can we get a round of applause for computers? Computers, they might take all of our jobs, but they can't take this Skrunkly away from me. Right then, why don't we begin the voting? I think the poll is up. There we go, the poll is up. I'm doing my best, and that is what counts. Right then, which Skrunkly is more summery, more sunshiny, more skrunk? It's important. Please, I need to know. Will you choose the hat-wearing Ready for Summer Skrunkly, or the Louis Vuitton-looking dude Sunny Splash Skrunkly? It's a genuine question, that's why I'm asking. Okay. Things are going pretty well. I even remembered to unmute myself this time. Isn't that just... You love to see it. I'm having a good day. Sometimes you try your best and you don't succeed. And sometimes you try your best and you do, and that's okay. Oh, that is excellent, ladies and gentlemen. Right then, let us move on to the next round of Scrunkly voting. Please, put your hands or little tiny nubs together. It's Posh Scrunkly. Now, Posh Scrunkly, one of the things that the viewers at home might notice about you is that you are hand-drawn. And how is that working out for you? That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Okay, Posh Scrunkly, what is it that you got up to today? Please tell us. And Posh Scrunkly says, quote, I slept, I woke up, I bought a blowhigh, and I went back to sleep. He's in it to win it, folks. He is out to win. Oh, that is just a beautiful answer. And on the other side, your opponent, ladies and gentlemen, arguably the heel of this competition, I give you, Ooh Woo Shark Scrunkly. Now, a lot of viewers might not have foreseen your entry into the finals of this contest. What do you have to say to all of them? All them's fighting words, those are. That is some strong language. Not strong language, don't worry about it. That is some strong opinions from Ooh Woo Shark Scrunkly. You know, sometimes it's the one that they least expect, honestly. And sometimes it's a Scrunkly. And you know what? I don't care what the viewers say at home. All Scrunkly is Scrunkly. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right then. Who will you be voting for? Let's get that Scrunkly little poll up. Here we go. Here we go. Choose your Scrunkly. Here comes the poll. I hope. I pray. Will you be going for the... Am I going to regret saying Gamer Girl Scrunkly? Or the beautiful, hand-drawn, printed on a piece of paper Scrunkly? It's all about heart, really. Any Scrunkly could win. Any Scrunkly could also do the opposite of win. This is entirely possible, don't worry about it too much. Oh, that was a close one. This fight is heating up, except it's not a fight, because Scrunklys are nice, and they would not do that to us. Right then. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are getting ready for the second half of the competition. We will reveal the winners to you at the end of this next bracket. But for now, why don't we bring on the next batch of Scrunkles? Right, let's see. Oh, this is an interesting turn of events. Let's see. Who have we got? Ooh, right. We are just bringing them onto the stage now. My goodness. This is going to be a fight for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, maybe not a fight. Scrunklys are generally peaceful creatures. Right then. I bring you, as part of the second half of the first half of the Scrunkly Pageant 2013. Welcome, Princess Scrunkly parentheses blue. Now, the viewers at home may be wondering why it is specified that you are blue. And do you have any words for that, Princess Scrunkly? Oh, that is very interesting. Princess Scrunkly has acknowledged the fact that there is another Princess Scrunkly in this competition. A red Princess Scrunkly. And who knows, depending on how the voting goes, they may very well meet. Right then, let's bring you your question, Princess Scrunkly. Here it is. Here it comes. I hope you're ready. I really do hope you're ready. Right then, Princess Skrunkly, who do you look up to regarding skrunkliness, and why? What was your answer? Let's find out. And Princess Skrunkly says, quote, is there any other answer that is not Rin Penrose the icon, who created the cute and marketable Skrunkly? They are very marketable. Oh, that is excellent. You've really done your homework here. Let's give a round of applause for knowledge. And on the other side of the bracket, another blue Skrunkly. This is getting very interesting. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, holographic Skrunkly! Wow. Look at that sheen. Look at that shine. It's gonna be an interesting competition. Right then, holographic Skrunkly, how you turn out like that? That is an interesting backstory that someone should write a manga about. That is just gorgeous. Right now, holographic Skrunkly, allow me to ask you a question, and that question is, who do you look up to regarding skrunkliness, and why? And holographic Skrunkly says, quote, I look up to many skrunkly individuals for inspiration, but personally, I'd say the skrunkliest of them all would be the first one of them all, the blue and pink boy. That is one of the most beautiful things I've heard. Holy thing. That is gorgeous. Right then, let's see. Have you decided for whom you are? I have to learn how to spell holographic now. I should copy paste Skrunkly, but it's fine because they're all individual in their own way. Princess Skrunkly Blue. It is the battle of the blue Skrunklies. Will you be voting for a Skrunkly wearing a hat or a Skrunkly wearing light? That is incredibly interesting. Let's just get them on the screen here. Ooh, that is interesting. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Begin the vote. They're both blue. They're both blue. This is an incredible opportunity. You know, it's all a matter of opinion. It's just that some opinions are opinions. They're both good Skrunklies. How are you meant to decide? Wow. Truly, it is anyone's game tonight at the Skrunkly Pageant 2023, supported by Offkai Expo. And allow me to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Skrunkly Pageant 2023, supported by Offkai Expo, is one full weekend pass to Offkai Expo 2023. And also, on top of that, you will get a meet and greet with some guy named Rin Penrose. Let's applaud when I say things in a certain tone of voice. Isn't that wonderful? We have also been told, apparently, and we will be looking for sources on this, but also it's definitely correct, that the winner during the meet and greet will be held. For the winner will be a Skrunkly, obviously. Isn't that wonderful? We do have fun. We do have fun here at the Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023. Who knows if the sponsors like this one, if the ad revenue is good enough, maybe we'll do one, that's true. And maybe we'll do one the year after that. But for now, allow me to introduce you to the next of this year's participants. He's blue. He's also yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, Proper Skrunkly the Third. Excellent. Now, Proper Skrunkly the Third, I will admit, on your application Your name was listed down as, quote, proper Skrunkly, then the word the, and then the Roman numeral for 3. So is it proper Skrunkly the 3rd or proper Skrunkly the 3? That is very interesting. I would not have looked at it that way. Wow. Give a round of applause. That is a Skrunkly who knows his Skrunkin stuff. Right then. Proper Skrunkly the 3rd, allow me to ask you a question tonight, and that is, who do you look up to regarding Skrunkliness and why? And let's see, what was your answer? Proper Skrunkly the 3rd says, quote, must you ask? Myself. I like to believe I am a charming combination, prim and posh, yet superbly skrunk. That is incredible. He's just so well spoken. I couldn't even do that. That's incredible. Look at you. Winning. I wish I could get a win for once. I don't applaud my sadness. And on the other hand, over here. You can't. Over here. All I can do is lean. Your opponent tonight for round 1. Ladies and gentlemen, give a hand for Princess Skrunkly, red version. My goodness, it's like the Pokemon game. And of course, Princess Skrunkly, we all know, we have to ask you, what are your opinions on your fellow competitor, Princess Skrunkly Blue? An unexpected, generous response from Princess Skrunkly Red. You'd think they'd be at each other's throats. But no, the sense of camaraderie throughout all of Skrunkly kind remains strong even when they are in direct opposition. Wow, you would expect it, honestly. They're Skrunklies! They're Skrunklies! What would you expect? Oh, that is just gorgeous. Right then, let's get that poll ready. It is proper Skrunkly, the 3rd versus Princess Skrunkly. Wow. Truly, this is the end result of the monarchy. We would assume. I mean, one of them probably gets crowned pageant queen by the end of this, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Right then, why don't we begin, ladies and gentlemen? The voting. Which Skrunkly, wearing a hat, do you want to see go through to the next round? Please, this only works. This entire show only works if you give me your opinion. Please, we are desperate. I mean, they've both got hats, so it's tough competition, really. And that poll is done. We are really getting into things tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Skrunklies will not stop skrunkling. That is truly, who would have seen that one coming? Oh, and I'm looking at the roster tonight. My goodness, that is some strong competition. Let's get our next entrant out onto the stage. My goodness, this is going to be a tough competition. I can't tell who's going to win this one. I mean, I wasn't really making bets, I'll be honest. I have done my part to remain completely and utterly bias-free, but I am biased towards all of them because they are all just Skrunklies. It's a difficult position to be in, but we make it work. Right, our next contestant. She is Beauty. She is Grace. Ladies and gentlemen, Beauty Wizard Skrunkly. Look at that. Look at that. Beauty Wizard Skrunkly. Yeah? Yeah. I agree. Surely. Right then. Sometimes Skrunklies are Skrunklies a few words, and sometimes that's part of their charm. Right then, Beauty Wizard Skrunkly, allow me to ask you a question tonight. Who do you look up to regarding Skrunkliness, and why? And Beauty Wizard Skrunkly's answer is, my Skrunkly dog. They are very round and Skrunkly. Let's get a round of applause for all the dogs in chat tonight. That is just wonderful. Oh, you love to see it. Arguably, maybe a dog is just a Skrunkly in disguise. Right then. And your opponent in this round, he's also yellow. But he's also not. Ladies and gentlemen, Seaside Skrunkly! Look at him! Oh, look at you. The competition in this bracket is very strong, I will tell you what. Seaside Skrunkly, how does it feel to be beside the seaside? Oh, look at those moves. Oh, look at that. He's just so happy. He's just so happy. I think we can all really try and strive for that kind of level of happiness in our lives. I think that would do us all a lot of good. Right then, Seaside Skrunkly. Let's see. Who do you look up to regarding Skrunkliness and why? And your answer was, let's see. I guess Skrunkly cats. I mean, come on, just look at them. They're pretty much the embodiment of the word Skrunkly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got some dogs versus cats competition in this bracket. An unexpected upset. Oh goodness. My goodness. You wouldn't expect that kind of fight here. You know what? Anything can happen. Anything can happen at the Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023 sponsored by Offkai Expo. We have to repeat the sponsor's name as much as possible, because otherwise we are just gonna lose everything. Oh no. Right then, why don't we have a look? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna not win but still have a good time? Anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get voting. They look good next to each other. It's gonna be sad having to tear these ones apart. I'm sure they'll remain friends after, to be fair. That's what Skrunklies tend to do. It's a tough competition. Make sure to get your votes in. Right then, we are just finalizing those votes. Ah, look at that. I'm looking at the leaderboard now. It is very close. It's a very interesting competition that we are having tonight. Right then. Ooh, that is interesting. It would be nice if I didn't have to run this entire competition single-handedly. You know, I'm working the cameras, I'm working the mics, I'm working the graphics. Oh dear. Maybe I'll get a pay rise. But I don't do it for the money. I do it for the Skrunklies. And you know what? If you were smart, you'd be doing it for the Skrunklies too. Thank you very much. I am right. I am always right when it comes to Skrunklies, and very little else. Right then, we are down to the last two contestants before we start pitting everyone against each other, but like in a friendly way. Okay then, for the final fight of Group B, ladies and gentlemen, with a strong drive in his heart, Chauffeur Skrunkly. Chauffeur Skrunkly, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is that you do? Oh, that is very interesting. I see. Wow, that's incredible. Truly, a hard-working Skrunkly is what this society could use. But also, any Skrunkly is what this society could use. Well then, Chauffeur Skrunkly, allow me to ask you a question. You want to answer a question? Yes? Because he really does get it. Chauffeur Skrunkly, who do you look up to regarding Skrunkliness and why? And Chauffeur Skrunkly says, quote, elephant plushies are both Skrunkly and legendary. They are soft and wise, and according to a very real article, the first plush toy was an elephant, making them extra Skrunkly, in my opinion. He knows history! I haven't fact checked that. It could be wrong, but I will imagine that it is correct. There's something special about learning about Skrunkly history. But on the other side of the stage, Skrunkly future is being written by the ones fighting to protect it. Ladies and gentlemen, our 16th and final competitor, Magical Girl Skrunkly. Look at you all dressed up in your Skrunkly best. That is gorgeous. Magical Skrunkly, can you tell us something about your very slightly different job that you do? Oh, and you just bounce around the screen like a pinball. Yeah, that's very accurate. That is, I agree wholeheartedly. Right then, Magical Girl Skrunkly, here is your question. Who do you look up to regarding skrunkliness, and why? And Magical Girl Skrunkly says, quote, I look up to Kirby. Kirby is adorable, and pink and round and squishy, and also super strong. I want to be cute and fearless like Kirby. Magical Girl Skrunkly, don't we all? Do we all not want to be like Kirby? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. If I was a Skrunkly, that's probably what I would have said. But unfortunately, I'm not. I am the mere host of this Skrunkly-based competition, where there are real prizes worth real money for some reason, because apparently that's something that this company trusts me with. That isn't... You love to see it. You love to see it. Right then, the final vote of the first round. After this, we will show you the results, which Skrunklys have made it round to round 2. But for now, you get to decide who that is. Let us begin the funny Skrunkly vote. They're scrunkin'. Oh boy, how are they scrunkling? Remember, the winner of this competition gets a hat. He's looking very close out there. Remember to get your votes in, or I will judge you. That was incredibly close, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see it coming to that. But you know what? It did! And we have to live with this. And you know what? That's fine, because I'm sure all of the Skrunkly participants are having a great time. That is excellent. We do have fun. We do have Skrunk. This is true. I know this. Real. Right then, why don't we show you who is round to round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause, because the Skrunkly, their arms are just little and they're very soft, so they can't really make much noise. Give a big round of applause for your round 2 contestants! Round 2! It will be Dino Skrunkly versus Vacation Skrunkly, Ready for Summer Skrunkly versus Posh Skrunkly, Holographic Skrunkly versus Princess Skrunkly, Red, and Beauty Wizard Skrunkly versus Magical Girl Skrunkly. That is going to be a fight for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. I am looking forward to it. Oh, that is just... We do have a good time! We do have a Skrunkly little time here. Or maybe a Skrunkly big time. Right then. Anything could happen. Anything could happen! Nothing could also happen if my computer breaks, which is seeming incredibly likely. But you know what? We continue, we persevere, we move on. Let's move on to round 2. And here is your round 2 contestant, Dino Skrunkly, back at it again. Dino Skrunkly, how does it feel to be through to the second round? Are you excited? Oh, I would be excited as well. Truly, they are just like us. For real, for real. Right then, why don't we give you your next question? Dino Skrunkly, if you had one wish, what would you do with it? This is a very important question. I mean, it's not part of the prize package, but we do our best. We're working with limited budget. We're trying. Dino Scrunkly, what is your answer to this age-old question? And Dino Scrunkly says, quote, I would wish for a second brain cell to keep mine company. You know what? Isn't that just what all of us want sometimes? And also, through to the next round. Vacation Scrunkly is also here with his funny little hat. Maybe that's where he keeps his brain cells. Vacation Scrunkly, can you confirm this? Oh, he's playing a little bit hard to get, but you know what? We love the intrigue here. Thank you very much, Vacation Scrunkly. Now, Vacation Scrunkly, if you had one wish, what would you do with it? And Vacation Scrunkly says, quote, I wish I'll never need to apply for a visa for abroad trips again. It's quite the hassle. They're just like us. They're just like us. Brexit commentary here. Wow, that is incredibly interesting. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game. You know, on one hand, you have a relatable Scrunkly. On the other, you have a relatable Scrunkly. Yes, applause for them. They all deserve it. Honestly, if it was up to me, we would be giving out 16 sets of tickets. But you know what? Sometimes it really do just be like that. Okay. Let's see. Let's get that funny poll ready to go. Here we are. I have got to have a better workflow for these things. Hold on, I can do this. Whee! There we are. Right. The next round of voting shall commence. Are you going to vote for Dino Scrunkly or Vacation Scrunkly? Please tell me. I need to know desperately. It is very important. Please just click the funny buttons. It's all I have. Some will win, some will lose, and some will scrunk. Let's see. And oh my, that is an interesting result. Well then, let's see. We'll be seeing who is going through to the semi-finals or semi-finals, depending on your accent, in a few moments. But for now, let's see. Let me just check. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting fight. Let's get our next Scrunklies ready. I need to make sure. I'm double checking. I am triple checking. Just to make sure that we've got everyone in the right scrunkling place. Because if we did not, wouldn't that just be sad? Wouldn't it just be sad if I got the wrong Scrunkly? But you know what? Maybe every Scrunkly is the correct Scrunkly. When you really think about it, all Scrunkly is Scrunk. And that is what we are trying to prove tonight. Let's see. And then, interesting. Of interest. I am interested in this. Right. Group A, round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, back at it again. It's ready for Summer Scrunkly. Looking ready as ever. How does it feel to be through to round 2, ready for Summer Scrunkly? Naruhodo, naruhodo. Very interesting. Well, we'll see if that attitude can keep up with the rest of the competition, because ready for Summer Scrunkly, we have another question for you. And that is, if you had one wish, what would you do with it? And Ready for Summer Scrunkly says, quote, I would want to be able to live inside of a coconut so I could float on the seas with the fishies. Truly, isn't that what all of us want out of life? These Scrunklies dream big, and they are not afraid to tell you how they really feel. And speaking of which, let's bring out our next contestant. He's back at it again. The hand-drawn Posh Scrunkly. Look at him. in his pencil-shaded glory. That is gorgeous. You know, how are you feeling right now, Posh Scrunkly? How are you feeling about some of the competition you're going up against in the next round if you make it through? He's looking to the future. He's ready. He's ready to do what he needs to do. And that is the kind of can-do attitude that we really appreciate in contestants of a Scrunkly beauty pageant. Now, Posh Scrunkly, allow me to ask you one more question. If you had a wish, what would you do with it? You've got a very simple answer for this one. A very minimalist, very maybe posh answer. Posh Scrunkly says, quote, I would own IKEA. That's just beautiful. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Posh Scrunkly. He really does get it. He really does just get it. But then again, don't all of them. Oh, that is wonderful. We have picked a lot of good Scrunkly. I will tell you right now, we had a lot of entries this time round. It was very difficult. It was very difficult whittling all of the Scrunklies down. Now remember, if a Scrunkly did not get through, that does not mean that they are not Scrunkly. Unfortunately, that is just how this works. Only one Scrunkly can scrunk the most. That's how the word most works. Right then, why don't we proceed on to the voting? Pencil drawn versus digitally drawn. I mean, we're going to annoy someone with this debate. Very interesting out there tonight. My Scrunkly. How are you feeling about this? He says that he's excited. He's Scrunk-sighted. And you know what? Good for him. Maybe Scrunk-sighted is what all of us need to be. We have confirmed the results. We will be showing those to you in a bit. But for now, let's see. What is the next battle up here? Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Let's get them ready. Let's get them on their way. Thank you, everyone, for your very interesting, what's the name? Submissions. That's it. We saw a lot of Scrunklies, like I was saying earlier. We saw a lot of Scrunklies of different sizes, different colors, different, I mean, they were maybe all some shape, but okay, so there was only one shape that the Scrunklies could be. But you know what? They are all looking incredibly round. They are looking stunningly round, honestly. You know what? We're just having a good time. All around the board. Don't talk to me. It's holographic Scrunkly. Back in round 2. Or maybe he's round blue. That is... You know what? Sometimes it really do just be like that. How do you think about that, holographic Scrunkly? Oh, that is very interesting. It seems he is conserving his power so that he can fight more in the next round. And speaking of the next round, we have a different question for you, holographic Scrunkly. Let's see. Let's see, where is it? There we go. There we go. So the Scrunklies can't talk, so we needed them to put their answers down before, and now they're all in a big spreadsheet, and I can't read. And that's great, and we're having a great time. Right then, holographic Scrunkly, here's your new question. What do you think would be the best way to convince Idol Management to begin the production and distribution of marketable Scrunkly plushies? This is a very close to my heart question. I hope you understand. So what is your advice? What will you tell me in these most trying of times? And holographic Scrunkly says, quote, I think that it is only a matter of time. Rin will take over the world one day or another. For now, we just have to prepare. Is he wrong? Is he wrong, manager? I know you're watching this. I know you're Oh, he's cut the camera. That's excellent. Right then, Princess Scrunkly. I mean, I can absolutely believe that. But you know what? That's not anything to do with you, Princess Scrunkly, because right now, what you are here to do is to scrungle. How do you feel about Scrunkly, Princess Scrunkly? Oh, that is very interesting. Thank you very much. And I hope your answer to this next question will be just as interesting as what you just said. Princess Scrunkly, what do you think would be the best way to convince idol management to begin the production and distribution of marketable Scrunkly plushies? And your answer is, if you get lots of Scrunkly responses on this form, you can prove that lots of people like Scrunklys, and they will be in high demand if ever released in plush form. Therefore, you could overprice them to be £100 each, and people will pay, because all hail the Scrunklys. Bit weird that you're reporting that, but you know what? Is she wrong? Really? Are any of the Scrunklys here tonight really wrong? They've all got their own unique perspectives on the world, and on Scrunkling as a whole. And you know what? It is that kind of, range of ideas that really brings us together as a Scrunkly world. Someone once told me, Rin, you know how the Earth is circle? What does this remind you of? And I said, so really, in the end, maybe the Earth is just a big, funny Scrunkly. And really, can you argue with that, management? I'd like to see you try. I would very much like to see you try. Good luck. Right then. And speaking of good luck to our next two contestants. The vote begins. It's like Pokemon again. Red Scrunkly or blue Scrunkly. Only you can decide. I mean, I could have rigged it. You have no idea. But you know what? I wouldn't do that. Scrunklys are too important to me. It's important in my heart and in my soul. And in my scrunkin' soul. It's anyone's game. Or televised Scrunkly competition. Anyone could win. Anyone could get the votes. The votes are getting closer. It is becoming a much more steep competition as we continue through the rounds. Right then. Let's see. Who is up next? This is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very interesting competition. Oh me, oh my. Let's see. On one side. And on the other side. Interesting. Right then, let's get everybody ready to scrunkle. They are scrunkling. No matter what you say, you can't stop them. I would like to see you try. Okay then. Okay. I should have hired someone else to do this. But you know what? It's fine, because we don't do this for money. We do this for the love of a good Scrunkly. And welcome to the stage, another good Scrunkly. It's VTubers, it's Scrunkly. Look at you, living your best life, as I bet we all wish that we could do. VTubers and Scrunkly, how does it feel to be in this? This is going to be an exceptionally tight competition. I feel like the viewers at home are going to be torn. What are your words to them tonight? That is very interesting. Instead of asking for your votes, Beauty Wizard Scrunkly is instead asking everyone to just have fun. I love that. I love that for you. Really a good sign of good sportsmanship here. Or scrunksmanship. There we go. Right. Beauty Wizard Scrunkly. Here is your question. What do you think would be the best way to convince idol management to begin the production and distribution of marketable Scrunkly plushes? What is your answer? And Beauty Wizard Scrunkly says, quote, make a draft of sorts and demonstrate to them. Very practically minded. That is the kind of insight you get as a beauty wizard. Beautiful wizard Scrunkly gang. We love making prototypes, I assume. I'm hip with you. And on the other side, an exceptionally close competition. It's Magical Girl Scrunkly. And I'm going to ask you the same question as I just asked to Beauty Wizard Scrunkly. Magical Girl Scrunkly, what is your opinion on this very tight competition that you found yourself in? Magical Girl Scrunkly says that the only thing that's important is that maybe we are all scrunking. That is inspirational. Really, we have picked out the top Scrunklies here tonight. And we are going to be testing your brains right now by asking you, Magical Girl Scrunkly, what do you think would be the best way to convince Idol Management to begin the production and distribution of multiple Scrunkly plushies? What is your answer? Magical Girl Scrunkly says, quote, maybe if the Idol Management watched me in battle, they would be in so much awe of my skill and cuteness, they wouldn't be able to resist making Scrunkly plushies. Another excellent answer. One practical and one that really appeals to the heart of management. Management, you have a heart, right? Please, the people want it. The people want it. Why do you think people are watching this? The people want the audience. Can I get some applause for marketable Scrunkly plushies? That's quite loud. That's quite... I only have mild tinnitus, ladies and gentlemen. And that's okay. Right then, let's see who is going to be your winner of this vicious fight. Pastel Scrunkly versus Pastel Scrunkly. Very cute Scrunkly versus very cute Scrunkly. It all comes down to the details. And the audience vote. It's mainly that. It's mainly the audience vote. Whoever wins this altercation will be going on to the semi-finals. So, you know, vote carefully, I think. Anyone's game. It's anyone's Scrunkly. It's anyone is Scrunky. Anyone is Scrunkling. My goodness, and the results speak for themselves, ladies and gentlemen. We are having an exceptional night of Scrunkling. 2 nights, maybe even 3 nights, or possibly even 4 nights. Right then, let's have a look at that leaderboard. Ladies, gentlemen, and most importantly, Scrunklies, your semi-finalists. It's going to be Dino Scrunkly versus Posh Scrunkly and Holographic Scrunkly versus Beauty Wizard Scrunkly. A lot of good Scrunklies have been knocked out of the competition. This is really going to be testing their Scrunkly Mattel. Maybe we should reach out to Mattel. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm doing great. Right then, let's get those semi-finalists out here. And allow me to remind you, if you're just joining us, that the winner of the Scrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023 will be receiving a full weekend pass to Offkai Expo 2023 in California, which is in a bit. I mean, I think they might be streaming the panels, so maybe it doesn't matter. Someone will probably record it on their phone if they don't. But you know what? You know what? You know what you also get? You know what? You know what you also get? Me. So arguably it's a punishment. But you know what? The Scrunklies don't mind because they are pure of heart, and I wish I could be that pure of heart as well. But you know what? It's fine. Because you know who's here now. Ladies and gentlemen, your first semi-finalists. Dino Scrunkly. Dino Scrunkly has come in and they just won't stop winning, ladies and gentlemen. Right then. Dino Scrunkly, how does it feel to have gotten this far in the competition? Oh, you're very excited. I would be very excited as well. This is true. Right then. You just stand on your mark, please. Right. Here is my question for you. In the semi-finals, Dino Scrunkly, it could all come down to this. What is your favorite food? It really tells me a lot about you. Dino Scrunkly, what is your favorite food? Dino Scrunkly has answered potato. Dino Scrunkly really speaking for the people here. It's incredible. And on the other side of the board, let's find out. How do you feel about this? Posh Scrunkly. I do question if a 2D traditionally illustrated being does need to eat food. Do you have an answer for me right now, Posh Scrunkly? Oh, that is great to hear. You know, it is very important for Scrunklies of all backgrounds, of all kinds, of all types. They come here, they learn about each other, and they use those experiences to become even more Scrunkly, ladies and gentlemen. It is all about what is that? How do I pronounce it? Cross-cultural pollination, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, you know what gets pollinated? The plants that make our food. So, allow me to ask you this, Posh Scrunkly. What is your favorite food? Posh Scrunkly says, quote, I enjoy McDonald's cheeseburgers with no cheese. Wow, he truly is on another level. I would not understand. I don't think I can understand. It's not for me to understand. Some things just aren't for me to understand, and you know what? That's okay, because once again, that is what cross-cultural pollination is all about. It is wonderful. We are all learning so much about the world right now, ladies and others. Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your entire goddamn life? Apart from, maybe, the coveted final. Which Scrunkly will you send forward in the competition? Let's begin the vote. One Scrunkly must go home at the end of this, but they'll probably be snuggled up in bed, so they won't mind that much. Or maybe, and just consider this, maybe the real Scrunkly was the friends we made along the way. You ever think about that? God, I really hope you've been thinking about that. It's probably true. Statistically, it's probably true. Oh, and that was a very close vote, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, my goodness. This competition is really bringing out the best in our contestants tonight. Everything is on the line. Also, very few things are on the line. It's one ticket, in all fairness. Oh no. Or maybe. Oh yes. Right then. And let's get our last pair of semi-finalists ready and up on the stage. Here we go. It all comes down. The last of the semi-finals. Let's bring out our semi-finalists. Holographic Scrunkly. Holographic Scrunkly, you are so close to winning this. What will you do with the prize? The same thing everyone else is going to do. Accept it. He's so real. He's so true. Honestly. He's just like me. For real, ladies and gentlemen. Right then. We have a question for you. And that question is, are you a cat or a dog Scrunkly? And why? It's like being a cat or a dog person. Do you prefer cats? Do you prefer dogs? Maybe you prefer Scrunkly. But you know what? Anything could happen. Right then. Holographic Scrunkly, would you mind telling us your answer to this question? Holographic Scrunkly says, I definitely prefer cats over dogs. In my personal opinion, they are just a lot scrunklier. He is confident in his words. He is confident. He is ready to say what is on his mind. Now, let's see. Are we going to have that same kind of fighting spirit from our final semi-finalist, Beauty Wizard Scrunkly? You've really come a long way since Check's Watch approximately an hour ago when you weren't in the semi-finals, and now you are. I'm glad that you are humble about this. I'm glad you are congratulating everyone else in the competition. That is the kind of beauty and grace that is only possible from a true Beauty Wizard Scrunkly. And Beauty Wizard Scrunkly, I have another question for you. Are you a cat Scrunkly or a dog Scrunkly? And for what reason? What is your answer? Beauty Wizard Scrunkly says, quote, a dog person. Smiley face emoticon. I have a dog. Straight to the point. Straight to the point. It's important to say what you mean. It's important, ladies and gentlemen, to say the things that are on your mind. Let these Scrunklies tonight remind you of this fact. And now, we are just going to get ready to start the voting. Isn't this exciting? Isn't this exciting? Please tell me it is. I hope every Scrunkly is having a good time. Humans, if you're having a nice time, that's also an added benefit. Right then, the last of the semi-finals. Which Scrunkly is going to go on to the finals to win that grand prize? Ladies and gentlemen, begin the vote! For those of you just joining us, the winning Scrunkly in this competition will be receiving convention tickets. So, they trusted me with money on this one. So you know what? You better make this one count. You better vote with your hearts, mainly. It's about the heart. It's about the Scrunklies. It's about having a Scrunkly heart. What's a Scrunkly? Don't worry about it. Little round guy. Oh, isn't that just excellent? And here we come as the semi-finals draw to an end. That is very interesting. The vote is getting closer and closer by the second, but now we can confirm who your finalists are. Ladies and gentlemen, the finals will be between Dino Scrunkly and Beauty Wizard Scrunkly. This is thrilling. This is invigorating. This is Scrunkly at its finest. Right then, our contestants are just getting ready for the final. You should be excited about this. This is history. You are watching history being written right now. An incredibly small and easily missable footnote in history, but history nonetheless. And really, isn't that just what we want out of our lives? You know, if Scrunklies can teach us anything, it's that maybe we are all part of something more Scrunkly. The globe. I'm not here to spread baseless conspiracy. I just think that if the Earth was anything, it would just be a big round Scrunkly. And that's why we should take care of it. Remember to recycle your plastics. Anyway, let's bring you those finals. Welcome back to the stage. The reigning champion of tonight's competition, Dino Scrunkly. Dino Scrunkly, you have been slaying this entire time. I'm sure everyone out there is very happy for you to have reached the finals. What do you have to say on this momentous day? That is absolutely true. And I hope that the viewers at home really resonate with that. And I hope that they resonate with this final question that we are going to give you. It all comes down to this. Page. Right then. Dino Scrunkly, I have one final question for you. What does scrunkliness mean to you? Really take a second to think about this one, and then go for it. Dino Scrunkly, what is your final answer? And Dino Scrunkly says, scrunkliness is beauty. It is grace. And more importantly, it is the ability to scrung. And can you just hear that? That resounding applause in the audience tonight. Dino Scrunkly has given nothing but 10 out of 10 answers tonight. And we'll see if your opponent, Beauty Wizard Scrunkly, can keep up. Beauty Wizard Scrunkly, I feel like maybe you are the, you know, the dark horse, the unexpected but very welcome fave of this competition. Do you have anything to say to the viewers at home? That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Are you sure you're not a poet? Are you sure you're not a poet, Scrunkly? Because that was some of the most beautiful prose I have ever heard in my life. Right then, Beauty Wizard Scrunkly, we have one final question for you. What does scrunkliness mean to you? And Beauty Wizard Scrunkly is coming to the center of the stage to give its answer. And Beauty Wizard Scrunkly says, the art of scrunkling, as stated in the book of the art of scrunkle. That is stunning. It is always impressive when a scrunkly studies up on their history. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're about. Ladies and gentlemen, these scrunklies are out to win it all. And you are going to decide which one of them wins it all. It is all down to this final vote. Ladies and gentlemen, please, please, consider your votes carefully, and let's begin voting for the final of the Scrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023. It's anyone's game. It's neck and neck. Anyone could win this. Make sure you get your votes in now. The winner will be receiving tickets to Offkai 2023. Which Scrunk do you want to see win? Is it this one? Is it that one? It could be either. It could be neither. It could be Scrunk. It could be Scrunk. We won't know until the final second. It's neck and neck. The vote is neck and neck. We are so close. We are so close. And the voting is over. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is incredibly close. We are just going to... I see everyone out there very passionate this evening, making their voices heard. And that is what is important in the Scrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023. I'm happy that everyone has, we've all made our voices heard. We've all had a good time. We've all had a great experience. And you know what? Tragically, there can only be one winner. And so, with great word that means happiness, I presume it is time. The winner of the 2023 Scrunkly Pageant is... It could be anyone. It could be the Scrunkly over here. It could be that Scrunkly over there. You have no idea. But I do. And I'll tell you who it is. I'll do it. Congratulations Beauty Wizard Skrunkly! Oh my goodness, that is Skrunk! A victory well deserved. That is absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, how do these Skrunklies pull it off? We're gonna be asking them now. Beauty Wizard Skrunkly, how does it feel to have won the Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023? I am so happy to hear that. That is wonderful. We are all overjoyed for you, Beauty Wizard Skrunkly. That is wonderful. Right then, and allow me to remind everybody that the winner, Beauty Wizard Skrunkly, will be receiving, or an equivalent to, depending on, I'll check the form later. They will be receiving, along with their human body, a free weekend pass to Offkai Expo 2023. And also some stuff with Ren, but don't worry about it.
Or an equivalent prize, I'll check.
We'll see how that works out. But for now, I think it's perfectly correct to say all of the Skrunklies tonight were skrunking to the utmost extent. No matter who won, no matter whether it was your fave or whatever the opposite of a fave is, no matter who won, I just want everyone to know. Scrungy. Scringle. Scrabble, scrabble. And isn't that not just what it is about, ladies and gentlemen? Is that not just what we are all about tonight? Let's get one more round of applause for all of our contestants. They all did scrunking. Okay, now, last year's winner. How are you feeling? I think, suffice to say, he's having a good time, because you know what? All Skrunklies are having a good time. And with that, with those beautiful parting words, thank you for having watched the Skrunkly Beauty Pageant 2023, supported by Offkai Expo. Thank you, and have a skrunkin' night.